Peace and blessing, everybody. So there's a sister out there that's asked me to do a 3-layer niqab tutorial, and basically what a 3-layer niqab is it covers the face and the top of the head, and it also covers the eyes, but only with a sheer fabric, so you can actually see through, but you can't really see through. So I'm going to be showing you how to do this. Just a quick disclaimer though to the sister out there and to all the sisters out there that wear niqab or hijab, actually, for that matter. Don't let anybody hold you up to a standard that they wouldn't be doing for themselves. So if it's your father or even a brother or a husband, if they're telling you to cover your face or cover anything for that matter, they better be doing it themselves. Otherwise, don't even follow their advice. Just saying. For all the sisters out there that are doing this out of free will, this is why I am showing you how to do this. More power to you for actually having made choices that are so difficult for yourselves. Just saying. So, this is a very sheer shawl, as you see, so that you can see through it. You're going to want to use a shawl that's matte, so that doesn't have like patterns and stuff. Even if you can see through it, it's going to be very distracting on the eyes. You also want something that's light colored, so white, yellow, pink. Blue tends to make everything look funny. Same thing with green, so I would just stick with the white, yellow, and pink colors. The first thing you're going to be doing is just kind of framing your face with the very first layer, which is you're just going to either cover your full face, or you're just going to cover your forehead like this. The thing with this sheer shawl is it's so sheer that you're going to require many layers in order to cover everything. You also more than likely will need an underscarf and a turtleneck underneath because it doesn't have a lot of coverage. So that's the only downfall of it. Unfortunately, that's what's required if you're going to be doing this at home with just a one shawl. So that's kind of all I can do for you. Sorry. So what you're going to be doing is just you take the length and you kind of fold it. So that's the fold. And do the same thing with the fold. You just put it over your head. Now this time you're going to leave it a little bit longer so it actually covers the eyes. You probably want it to cover right about where the nose is, and maybe even a little longer depending on what is your comfort level. Now I'm pinning it back. The reason for that is because it's going to be much easier to see through if the veil is flat rather than undulated, so rather than wavy like that. It's much easier if it's flat. So you're going to want to just take, these are straight pins, this is what I've been using to pin. And you're just going to want to make sure that that it's quite flat on your face. Not necessarily like so squished that your nose is kind of getting out of shape, but just flat. So it's going to create this nice little fold. What you're going to be doing is literally just separate it and flip it over your head. Now in the back, you have one layer that's under and one that's over. What you're going to be taking is the one that's on top. You're going to kind of separate it. And what you're going to be doing is just bringing it over your head. As I've told you, like, you're going to need a number of layers that you don't see through it. Okay. I know I've done this disclaimer before, but I don't actually wear niqab, so this is kind of strange to me. But, alright. So what you're going to be doing is just about halfway through the shawl. You're going to take it from the inside and kind of fold it. Now what you want to do is just pinning it here so that it's going to be at the right height. So because I want it to go across right about here, I'm going to be pinning it right about there. So as I said, I've done just a little tiny fold from the inside, and that's kind of where I'm taking it. So from that fold, and then inside. And then you're going to need maybe more layers, but I'm just telling you. The reason why you're layering it is because otherwise you'll see right through to your mouth. So if you're trying to cover your mouth, it's going to be incredibly difficult. to do so if you don't layer it. So you want to layer and just pull it across so that it covers. Now I'm layering it, I'm just kind of pinning it right underneath the layer here, and I'm going to be using the upper layer with it so that it kind of all falls together. Now to make sure that there's no holes, you're just going to need to play with the layers and kind of make sure that you cover everything. You might need to use, like, several pins, or if you're like me, just recycle the same one. So if you have one on top, you're just gonna reuse it. Same thing here. I'm just kind of safe pinning it everywhere so that it's all covered. So there you go. And like I said, you're more than likely going to be needing to wear a turtleneck underneath, because otherwise you're going to see right through everything. But it does cover the main areas, which is the head is fully covered, the eyes are fully covered, and if you do this right, your mouth and face is also quite covered. So, alright ladies, that's that basically. Just please don't forget to subscribe. And write in the comments if there's any styles you want me to do. I'll be more than happy to oblige. Alright, peace and blessing everybody.